Assalamu alaikum and welcome to this second video on looking at how to overcome the frustrations of being in a long distance relationship. Now, just to recap, the last time we talked about, keeping your communication consistent, having a pattern of communicating. But another frustration that can actually come up for you is perhaps, you're looking at the glass as half empty. And what that means is it might seem like your partner is having a better time than you. Wherever they are, perhaps there's more family or friends, or maybe they're having a great career move, or they're in a place where they really want to be and they're progressing. And from your perspective, being distant and apart, it might seem like, you've got the worst end of the deal. And that can create a lot of frustration, anxiety, even, resentment, because, you might feel that this has been imposed on you and you didn't want that. And, they're having a better time. So what do you do in that situation? I mean, do you really continue communicating consistently? Well, if you're in that frame of mind, what's actually going to happen is that all your frustration is going to come out on them. And the next thing you know, you're more than likely going to have a huge argument. And the issue with that is, A, there's the distance, and B, when you've actually said things, you can't take them back. So a great solution for this is to really, first of all, figure out that, well, that's what's going on for you. And, you're not in the best space to really talk to them. So it's okay to take a break, so let them know that maybe, for a couple of days, you shouldn't speak, and because you're dealing with your own situation around this whole thing, and make it about, you dealing with it. It's not about them or they've done anything wrong, and just take a break and say, you'll reconnect in maybe a day or two or whatever seems to work. So do that. And another thing to do is to really find a safe place to vent, get all this frustration out. And one of those great things to do is to really put pen to paper. I mean, I firmly believe that we don't do enough writing these days. We don't get it out. And there's a real connection between the mind and body. So when you write, you're getting things out of the way. So take pen to paper and just write everything down that's bothering you, and then tear it up, let it go. Don't reread it, just let it go. And another thing to really take on perhaps is just more physical activity. Get out there and exercise, do whatever works for you to get some of those good endorphins and hormones flowing. So I hope that these tips have been useful. And next time we'll take this conversation further and talk about another frustration and how to deal with it when you're in a long distance relationship. Thank you so much for watching. Assalamu alaikum.